Doctor said I should cut back on the beer. And by cut back, he means not drink beer. So here we go, kombucha. It's good. No, it is. I like it. It's like sour, kind of fruity. Technically, kombucha is fermented tea, so there's like the tiniest hint of alcohol, but it's not technically an alcoholic beverage. So doing what the doctor said, you know. But anyway, we're not here to talk about beverages today. Oh no. We're here to talk about weird movies. I actually have my phone available today because I'm using my iPad to record or to control the camera. So, testing this out. Hopefully it works. Anyways, here we go. So today, we're just going to basically talk about the movie that I got from the library this week and watched, which is... Shit. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. The newest film from Gore Verbinski. And it's been a while since Mr. Verbinski has directed a film because his last picture did terribly at the box office, even though I liked it a lot. And I should have grabbed it off my shelf over there. It's called A Cure for Wellness. And I would get up and get it, but I've got iPads and shit all over my lap. So, yeah, super prepared as always. But I did look up the writer on Wikipedia because I thought it was a good film that was poorly written. How's that? I really liked the visuals and the kinetic aspects of it, although I thought the costumes were a little bit cliched, which I'll get to that. Cliche, there's a lot of cliches in this. The main character played by Sam Rockwell. Get my notes. So Sam Rockwell plays a time traveler who is trying to go back in time to save humanity from an AI. And you think to yourself, well, where have I seen that before? And if you thought Terminator, oh boy, this movie is just saturated with Terminator references, I would say to its detriment, because just like in the Terminator, things revolve around like mommy issues, and yeah, I felt like that let the film down, because what I really enjoyed about the film was its satire, and this is one of the most vicious satire films I think I've seen in quite a while. I was surprised that it came out more or less from an American studio, Universal, although I believe the film was produced independently, because I don't think Verbinski was able to get studio financing after Cure for Wellness. That doesn't really say on Wikipedia. But anyway, the writing I thought was the weak point. And I know I just said it was a deliciously vicious satire, which it is. But, moments of genius don't really make up for just the most cliched plot ever. And it just was kind of a disappointment how much cliched the plot was. And so that kind of gets me thinking, as always, is like, what is originality in terms of production value, let's say? What is the value of originality for a film like this? And I would say, I don't know. I'd say I haven't read my Letterboxd review yet because I've just been thinking about this. I watched it, Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't remember. Today's Friday, so a couple days ago. And I've just been thinking about it a whole lot because I think it's well worth watching, but like I said, it did annoy me how much it kind of leaned on the cliches of the genre, I would say, but like, is time travel post-apocalyptic or apocalyptic sci-fi a genre? Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, it is a film that just has a huge debt to the Terminator, and I feel like if Harlan Ellison was still alive, he might have gotten himself lawyered up, because Harlan Ellison famously sued James Cameron over the Terminator because he argued that it was too close to one of his stories, and I don't remember which story it was. My brain immediately jumps to Demon with the Glass Hand, but I don't know if that was it. It might have been. I should look this up. The Terminator. There's some good visuals right here. Me looking up stuff on Wikipedia that you could look up, yourself. But anyway, Terminator. Diddly. Critical response, post release. Legacy. Harlan Ellison stated that he loved the movie, was just blown away by it, but believed that the screenplay was based on a short story, Soldier from Tomorrow, and an episode of Outer Limits called entitled Soldier, which he had written, presumably based on that stuff. Some accounts of the settlements state the Demon with the Glass Hand, another Outer Limits episode written by Ellison, was also claimed to have been plagiarized by the film. But Ellison explicitly stated that the Terminator was a ripoff of Soldier rather than Demon with a Glass Hand. So there you go. It's sad that Ellison has passed away, because I'd always wanted to make a parody called Demon with a Glass Teat, because he famously wrote a book, or was it just an essay? I don't remember, called The Glass Teat or something like that, which was his critique of television. So obviously it was just a attempt to get sued by Harlan Ellison, but seeing as that was a pretty easy thing to accomplish when he was alive, it probably wouldn't have amounted to much, but a lot of financial woe on my end. So maybe it's lucky that we didn't do that. But anyway, someday I'll come up with something to live up to the title of Demon with a Glass Teat, because that's a banger. I think you'll agree. Anyway, yeah, good luck. Have fun. Don't die. Worth watching. It's good. And it's 3.5 stars. It's a 3.5 stars Letterboxd film. So anyway, yeah, that was my week. That was the week that was. And so going into the rest of the month, which is quickly running out, do I have my monthly film done? No. Do I have my monthly film completely conceptualized? No. Do I have a lot of cool ideas? Yeah. Ideas are a dime a dozen, though, so execution is what counts. And that brings us to one that I'm a bit late, but I'm going to be checking out. Another library pickup was Talk to Me. Oop, there we go. Talk to Me. Another YouTuber film. So a couple of brothers from Australia, I want to say. I'm not going to bother looking it up. A couple of YouTubers that are brothers. They made this film called Talk to Me, and then after that they made one called Bring Her Back, which I also have not watched. And I'm going to check those out this week, so we'll see. See what happens. Are they good? Are they bad? I've seen a lot of hype about this film from a different YouTuber, Obsession. Talked a little bit about that last week. Just got my newest issue of Rue Morgue magazine, which I have a digital subscription to, so I can read on my iPad. iPads are great for magazine reading. And they had a big article about it, as well as the director's earlier YouTube film, Milk and Cereal? Cereal and Milk? I think it's Milk and Cereal, which I also have not checked out. I checked out a bit of his short stuff, and I gotta admit, not a super fan of his style of humor, but hey, if this is what sells these days, you either gotta get with the program. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. Anyway, we'll see. So that is my Friday. Not drinking beer. Yeah. See how long this lasts, the whole not drinking beer thing, but... Whoa. It's got a bite. Oh, yeah, it's got a bite to it. So, get out there and make healthy choices and watch, as John Waters would say, live life, watch a fucked up movie.